take for you to prepare a quick meal from Fresh Market and all the other little Publix where you go pick up everything and have it laid out like I have for you this afternoon, that goes a long way. And the same thing with your faculty members. Remember, they can either make you or what?
Right.
And you have to decide the climate that you want in your building. So you do something like this at least once a month, and then you trade off of grade levels. But the very first of the year and the last of the year, it should be on you. It should be on you. Whether you get someone to underwrite it or you just pay the cost yourself. A couple $100 is worth 8 months of happiness. It's like a marriage, right?
Right.
Or something like, yeah, right. So you have to decide what you want. So that is why I have treats for you this afternoon. First thing you know, I always ask you, what have you done for yourself? So who's ready? Tanya, I see you are back there sort of shaking in your seat. So that means you have some hot news you want to share.
Yeah, well, the only thing I did for myself was enjoy a Saturday afternoon by myself. No kids, no one in the house but myself. Yeah.
It's taken how many class times for her to finally, well, this is the 5th week, right?
Yeah.
After 5 weeks. Yay for you. And didn't you feel great when they came back home?
I did.
Very good for you.
I was smiling.
Very good for you. Very good. Who else? Yes.
I finished 10 days residency, and so treated myself to a completely frivolous outfit. Shoes, the whole bit, accessories.
We love that. All right. All right. And congratulations for getting those 10 days done. Good. Okay, who else? Where are you all looking down? You know I'm going to call on you. So you
I always go shopping, so.
okay, you went shopping, but what did you buy this week? Different than what you bought the last week.
No, they're not red.
Is red your favorite color?
It's not. It's from another class. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Red
Okay.
shoes.
Okay.
Red lips back there.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I didn't buy anything different than I normally buy. I bought shoes, but a different kind.
Wait, Lord?
No.
Okay. Good. Yay. She's consistent. She's consistent. Another characteristic of a good instructional leader is what? Consistency. Consistency. So good for you. Man?
I'm drawn.
You were at the beach last week. So what did you do, Cornell, this week?
I learned how to make an old-fashioned coconut cream pie this week.
Ooh!
That was pretty great.
Ooh, was it good?
Yeah, the second one was.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Now, you got the recipe from who?
It was a variation of the original one, I guess. The first one was just a recipe I found online, but I didn't like it very much, so I changed some things and kind of made it my own. It was much better.
Well, hats off to you. Now, can you imagine he's in an elementary building? Think about this. And he's the instructional leader. And on Friday, he brings in 3 or 4 pies that he baked the night before.
Wow, that's awesome.
What impact would that have on the faculty in that building, colleagues? You guys are going to say what? Wow. That's awesome. That's awesome. Small things may appear, it may be small to us, but when you take those small things, and because you're taking the time, your family time, to think of them, I'm telling you, that's going to buy you a lot of brownie points. A lot. Very good. Very good. Who else next? Yes.
My toes killing me.
Your toes are hurting?
Yeah.
Okay.
We wore closed-toe shoes the internship. And Friday I went and dropped my daughter off at her grandmother's house. I saw the picture. And I pulled in at the nail shop and walked right in and got my toes.
So, what lesson did you learn from that? Not to what? Not to wear clothes in.
You wear something you're comfortable with.
Or you wear what's comfortable. Really? 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 colleagues, to thine own self be true. You have to do what works for you. You have to do what works for you. If it doesn't work for me, then Sheila is not going to do it. That's like fad clothes. Just because it's a fad, does that mean we all need to wear it?
No.
Absolutely not. What do I look like coming in here to teach you with a hoochie dress on, or a hoochie skirt, or a pair of hot pants? Absolutely no. First thing, you would walk in this door, you would look at me, you would go back out, and you would say, I think I'm like a breakdown. Dr. Austin, wouldn't you say that?
Yes.
You wouldn't even come in here. Because you would be so afraid that something's wrong with me because it would not be part of my character. You had not seen that displayed before. So you will have to find a niche that's comfortable for you. Tori can wear heels all day. That's great for Tori. But that does not mean we all have to wear stilettos every day. But that's good for Tori. That's good for Tori. She can do that. So you have to find the right niche for you. But don't let anyone put you in a pigeonhole. Okay, who else? Hey, come on in. How are you? Who else? Yes, Sharon.
I started back juicing.
You started back juicing. What do you juice?
Kale,
Juicing. Vegetables. Apples.
kale, spinach, celery, cucumber, ginger root, and 2 apples.
And you do that every day?
Yes,
And placement of a meal or?
yes, for breakfast.
Okay, so you are working on your health.
I am
Very good. How are you feeling?
good.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Okay, who else?
I was just gonna say, what I did for myself was, I bought myself I thought I turned in my comps present.
We're going to have to find them. That happens. Students have turned in things on live text. They put it one place and we can't find it. It has to be where I can find it and assess it. So I'm sure, I'm confident that it's there. We'll get it straight before you leave. So.
And then I bought myself, I finished my residency dress.
Good girl. I completely, not a shirt, but a dress.
And earrings, and what?
So both of you ladies, all 3 of you ladies did about the same thing. Just good for you. Good for you. Who else did something? Yes.
Well, I had some good caroling time. I completed my residency also, so Friday afternoon from 7 o'clock until Saturday morning around 10:30, it was just me.
Oh, wasn't that a wonderful feeling?
Yes, it was. It was awesome. It was great.
That is
It
good.
sure was.
That is good. Good for you. What did you do?
I went to the salon. Yep, I had that.
Okay, good. And you heard all the neighborhood gossip while you sat there.
Yes, I did.
Woo! Isn't it amazing? And let me just talk about this for a minute. If you are a new instructional leader in a community, what are some of the places that you want to visit?
Church.
Church, where else?
Ballpark.
Ballparks, what else? What else? Where else do you want to go?
Grocery store.
Grocery stores? Mm-hmm. Where else? You just said it.
Salons.
Salons, barbershops, grocery stores, the neighborhood store, the neighborhood church. Why do you want to go to those places? When you go, what are you getting?
I think you want to partner with these.
You're building relationships and you're getting the pulse of the community. There you're able to actually hear. They don't have to know who you are. But you can get a feel of the pulse of the community. Then you can decipher the good and the bad. That's how you pick up what traditions really mean in that community. You know at that point that muffins for mom and donuts for dad, those days you don't touch. Those are sacred cows. You know the sports you never touch. In there, you also find out that you don't have PTA meetings on Wednesdays. You don't have them on Mondays, and you dare not have them on Fridays. So what days do you have left?
Tuesday and Thursday.
Tuesday and Thursday. There you also know what time to call community leaders in. You don't call community leaders in for no 8 o'clock meeting. If you're going to do a morning, you better make it 6 or 7. And you never call the clergy in for a meeting on Monday morning. Why?
Sit down.
It's their day off. Oh, that's true. told us not to plan on that day. Now, if they're telling you that and you want them to come, are you still going to go ahead and have it? So you find out a lot of things, and that's one place where you can go. And they also know that you're supporting the community around them. So very good. Who else wants to share? Yes.
Okay, I didn't do anything for myself. I have kids every day, but something happened yesterday that made up for me time. We went into McDonald's after class last night, and I ran into a former student. He's going to be a senior this year, and I had him in 6th grade. And he came up to me and asked me, did we still do a particular activity that we had done way back when he was in the 6th grade? I mean, it was so good that he actually remembered doing something.
And it was probably one of those teachable times when it probably did not take a lot of effort, but it was engaging them. I was talking about that earlier with colleagues. What do you tend to remember? Do you remember a lecture? No, because you look at me while I'm up here talking. And you're sitting back there saying to yourself, okay, now how many more minutes do we have to go? You can cut it any time. How many more minutes do I have to go before Dr. Austin shuts her mouth? You are not, but when I engage you in the conversation with me, what happens?
Become a part of it and remember it.
Become a part of it. The fact that I move around this room,
Keeping our attention.
you sure know where I am next.
Right.
Are you going to take out your cell phone and start texting somebody? I don't think so. Because you know I will come over to where you're standing. I won't say a word. I'll just stand there and look at you. I did have one student one semester. His phone kept going off. Somebody kept calling him. I said, call her and tell her that I said, you get out of class at 7:30. Don't call you again. He called and he said, Dr. Austin, I called and told her exactly what you said. Don't call me anymore because I'm in class. Okay, so tonight we're going to go through chapter 3, and chapter 3 very quickly we're going to go through it because I am interested in seeing your presentations. How many of you are excited about presenting them? Are you? Okay, Russ, this is what I need to do. I need to